Agent Starling. How nice of you to join me this evening.
Dr. Lecter? I, understand you have information about LameBrainsTV?
TV.
I believe it's
Four gentlemen, one by the name of Jeff Wharton, Kevin Fox, Barefoot Brennan, and on the occasion, Ron, black and mild, with a little Hennessy Bueller. And on camera back on red.
Nuevo, ¿cuántos días va a venir?
I think I'm gonna shit myself, sir.
It smells so fucking delicious, I love it.
Do it again.
Would you mind letting me out of here, Agent Starling?
Please.
Well, I guess so. Okay.
Starling.
Well, Clarice.
Fuck you, Clarice. I'm glad you opened the door. I'm having an old friend over for dinner. Fuck you, Clarice. Yes, you, Agent Starling. It's time to go. Everybody knows you're a whore. It's no secret I've grown weary of this place. I'm going to stab him repeatedly and eat his face.
LameBrainsTV episode 6.
LameBrainsTV coming at you. My name's Jeff Wharton. To my right, I got Kevin Fox.
Hi.
Hi. Across from me, I have Sean Barefoot Brennan.
So hot in that outfit, dude.
And to the left, little black and mild, little Hennessy, Ron Bueller. And we got a newcomer here, a visitor to the pad. We got Mr. Sean Shendok. We're at a party, guys.
This guy came to the party. Who's that? Who's that with the camera? He's kind of creeping me out.
Oh, yeah. Why do I always forget about the most beautiful man in the room.
But they don't know that.
Background red.
Dude, I really need to borrow that shirt for Nikki's wedding next week.
Don't describe it. Just be about it.
What, this shirt?
Dream about it.
So, what's going on, guys? How we doing?
Good. I'm feeling real righteous this week, man. Birthdays this week. Just got back from New Orleans.
Nice.
Partying in New Orleans. Got really wasted.
Where did you go to New Orleans?
I mean, you have to do everything they tell you to do, but at the end of the day,
How wasted are we talking?
what's that?
How wasted are we talking?
I mean, when they say bourbon juice, I thought it was a drink, but when I got there, I found out that was the mixture of throw up, piss, and just depression all over
What
the
did they
streets.
call it? What did they call
it? Bourbon juice.
That's like their special cocktail?
No,
thing?
that's just like the puddles in the streets of people's misery.
That's
was
what
from
happens
last night.
after the special cocktail.
Yeah, and you ever smell the back of a garbage truck, the water and the juice?
Yeah,
just imagine that just like regularly. It made it really difficult to drink, actually, so it enticed us to kind of spread our wings and kind of explore the rest of the city, and I'm happy we did. We stumbled upon a cool place called Frenchman Street, and it's right on the Mississippi. And,
Was that your first time ever going to?
Yep. We went there for WrestleMania because my girl's got like her tits out for a lot of the wrestlers that jump all over each other, sweaty with.
Your wife watches wrestling.
First of all, she's not my wife, ladies. But no, she no.
Shut that down real quick. Okay.
Let's clarify things real quick. Not my wife.
No, but yeah, it's a funny story. She started with the Total Diva show because she was an E! Channel freak, which you can imagine. Kardashian kind of girl. And now you can kind of see her watching
Yeah.
that. And then it rolled in Total Divas. Then she's like, what do these bitches do that I can't? So then she watched the show. And
So
now
wait,
she's
is your girlfriend in the
wrestling. Yeah, she's more
no,
into
is she
the
in the living room
storylines.
practicing moves and shit?
Well, I swear to God, when we were there, she was asking people like, "How do I get into this?" And then somebody pitched
so
her on the
she's really-
Paulsboro thing. She
Dude,
really wants
She's
to. do
really
it.
invested
Kevin,
in
I
it.
hate to say it, dude.
She's like,
You've
I wanna
already
luch-
putting past your coverage. If The Rock comes in and looks at your old lady, you are straight fucked.
I mean, at the end of the day, if it brings in money.
Yeah, no, but it's real, real shit though. Like when I went over his house in Paulsboro when we started coming up with Lame Brains, talking about ideas. You know, she comes in like a bat out of hell. Might I add you? She's like, oh, who's she saying? She's like, Kevin, why isn't this done? Why aren't you working?
What is this
Did
stuff?
you eat this? Oh, well, you owe me $3.75.
Did she's,
Yeah.
And I was high as fuck. I was
did
blonde,
she
dude.
proceed to put him in a figure for a leg lock?
She charges
Verbally, she did. Yeah.
She's very.
And it's your chore.
Oh, she's very frugal with her money, man. I don't know if anybody knows anybody frugal with their money, but that is exactly how my girlfriend is.
We know some people, but we're not gonna
very
drop
frugal
names.
with my money.
That's kind of guaranteed.
When you're Paulsboro, for some reason, every time you walk out of the front of your fucking door, your eyes immediately become just like Santa's little helper from The Simpsons. You're just like,
Well, Santa's little help from The Simpsons. No, like
for all the people listening, my eyes went left, right, left, right, left, right.
Stands in the snow or what? What are you talking about?
For all those of you listening.
Yeah, Paulsboro is. I mean, would you say it's as bad as Camden?
I didn't.
It's where people go to die of pollution. That's about it.
Yeah, well, that's how our cat died. So thanks for bringing that up, new guy. But no, no, seriously, it was pollution. It was a good way to like move into a place that made you go, wow, this is what rock bottom's like. I don't want this, and it makes you go either get your shit together or become a gutter slut.
wasn't Bruce Willis from Paulsboro?
No, he was.
no,
He was like
he's from-
Asbury Park area.
No,
No, he
he's
wasn't,
from
dude.
he's
Are you
from
sure?
couple towns south, more south, like Gibbstown area. But yeah, he's close to that.
He's right
I can't think of
there.
the name of the town, but it is right on the water. It's Pensgrove. He's from Pensgrove.
He's from Pensgrove.
Pensgrove.
Yeah. But that, yeah, man. But no, we went there. Here's a funny story about that, though. We went to New Orleans. She bought tickets for me to go to New Orleans because it's one of my top 5 places I want to visit, right?
Nice.
And then she basically kind of buys herself the tickets for WrestleMania.
Yeah, you
But
told me that.
It was
That-
kind of nostalgic for me because as a kid, you know, I used to dress like how Sean is now because I like the Macho Man or like, you know, Ultimate Warrior.
I think that style needs to come back, dude. Sean's
First of all,
looking
you're
pretty
absolutely
fucking
right.
pretty gnarly.
And
over
by
there.
the way, that diner in Saved by the Bell is the Max, and you are totally rocking it. But no, so she
He looks
bought-
like he teaches
Yeah,
boogie
I
board.
was
He looks like he teaches boogie board to overweight kids.
But you know what? At least you're teaching someone something. So she bought me tickets for it, and then like 2 days later, they announced that next year it's going to be in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So
Oh,
she spent
no
all
shit.
this money for this
Shut
trip.
the fuck
yeah.
up.
So what do
Yeah.
So basically, you guys are growing again.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this:
I didn't
what did tickets go for WrestleMania?
I mean, obviously she didn't tell me, but I mean, I would imagine they were probably around like 300-400 for the two of us, where we were sitting in the nosebleeds.
No, there's
It's
a
weird.
local bartender that has gone to every WrestleMania.
I don't know why. Has
That-
anybody here been to a live wrestling show?
I
Dude,
haven't.
I
You know
went-
how on
I
TV
went
you
to
see
a
the
live
announcers talk
wrestling
to you,
show
Sean,
when
and
I
they're
was
like literally-
10. I went to a live wrestling show when I was 10. And I realized that the Ultimate Warrior was not the champion, and
like
Sergeant
you're going later
Slaughter was
tonight.
the champion. And I was devastated. I'm fucking done with this sport, dude. Like this, like
I didn't
my
like it.
parents were too cheap
I
to
agree
buy
with
the Royal Rumble. And
Yeah,
I'm
on
like, it's
pay-per-view?
like, on pay-per-view. My sister's like this, like, oh hey, no, we can watch WrestleMania over here.
That's where
I
Dave,
pay $10
that's where Dave
a month.
Laconi came in handy with the black box. Remember the fucking
Yeah.
the box that got every. It's kind of like
Yeah, the black box.
We have fire
black
sticks
box.
now and shit like that.
Like everyone's mom would look at their
No,
husband
no,
before
no,
they
no,
installed
no,
it, like,
no,
honey,
it's-
I don't know.
If you get it, you could watch WrestleMania, and it's $10 a month to watch.
But it also got the titty channels.
wrestling.
So your parents were like,
And
I
then
don't
you
know.
get this, and you get
Lurking in
all
my
that
parents'
whole shit,
bedroom.
and it's like a subscription to it. It's like fucking like Pornhub black shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like you got like, yeah.
It was back in the day,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Here's a like
That's
I
way
mean
to masturbate back then.
obviously I was never like a diehard like like of course like during the Hulk Hogan phase Ultimate Warrior like those iconic guys I was like in and out with it but I was never like a diehard like super fan. You know
As,
what I mean?
as
Like,
a kid, I was, and I just recently watched the Andre the Giant documentary on HBO.
How good.
And
That
it
was
was
so good.
fucking awesome.
Really?
It was
is
awesome.
that new? I never.
Yeah,
It's
fresh.
so
Came
good.
out, I heard it was pretty good.
It's
You watched that
I haven't
so
checked
good.
it out yet.
He like this, like he's like, anybody want a peanut? Like yeah, like this, like
His hands when he touched that dude's face, like
the-
palm that dude's
it's
head.
me, Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
Like that's what I really got out
miss
of it.
it.
It was like
The characters.
1991,
They had characters.
92. And I'm like this, like, yeah, that's cool. I have friends that are like 36 years old that still fucking watch this shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like this, like, you
It's not the
really
same, man.
need,
Yeah, no,
very, very PG.
you really need to fuck your wife. Dude. Like, it's like you really need to fuck your
No,
wife.
I
dude.
know.
Like,
I know people like grown ass men. They are diehards still, and I mean, like, I get the appeal of it. It's entertaining. It's like it's. I
entertainment.
see what goes into it, but it's just. It's
No,
it's
they
like
asked me like, what do you do with your time?
it's like a
I'm
terrible
like,
soap opera.
I
But
play
they
a
wrestle
soap
each other. in
opera.
the
It's
end.
like soap opera for men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is.
But-
It's General Hospital for men. It really is.
Except they wrestle at the end.
Completely half naked and sweaty. But yo, let me tell I'll tell you this though, and this actually turned me off more with wrestling. I never been to a live event, and it was cool that
Ever?
was WrestleMania.
You never
no,
been to a concert?
no, man, I'm talking about wrestling. But when I went there,
Sure.
what I don't like is that you don't hear the announcers, you don't hear any of the
Oh, really?
play-by-play, the commentators, nothing. You just hear the crack of the ring every time someone takes a bump, and I'm just like, man. This is weird. Like it's only you and the rest of the crowd
don't hear the
making
announcers, really?
nothing. And then and it makes me think like back in the day, there wasn't a lot of people doing like The Rock and like real mic skills
Yeah.
style, or like characters like Ultimate Warrior. It was just Hulk Hogan,
No.
guys that weren't like that and flamboyant. So back then, nobody even talked to the audience on the mic. It was just quiet. It's fucking
I
quiet.
actually had the pleasure of like having Superfly Jimmy Snuka be like one of my regular customers.
Over at Double Deuce, right?
No,
Yeah.
actually, it wasn't Double Deuce. I was bartending
Graziano's,
at Victory. No, it was Victory Lane.
Oh, wow.
And he came in one day, and they like, so when I got my shot at like 18, like Superfly
got
Jimmy
my shot.
Snuka comes into the bar. Like I'm still in high school.
What was the first thing you thought to
And
ask
I'm
him?
like this, like, and I'm like this, like this, like this,
did
like.
you do it?
I was honestly starstruck. I mean, like this, like I went off the top rope. I was a small kid, and
You
I'm
got
like,
starstruck?
I got starstruck by Superfly Jimmy Snuka, and I'm like this, like, and he's just like, "I'll take a beer, please," and I'm like this, like, "Oh shit," and I'm like this, like, and I'm like,
You're Jimmy Snuka.
You're Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Why'd your voice change?
I'm like this. I used to jump off my couch onto my cousins.
I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Yes.
He's
And
like, will
Buddy
you
was-
jump over there and get me a beer, please?
No. Yeah, he jump over.
If you learn anything from me, go
No.
jump, get that
The
fucking
funny
beer.
thing was, the next week he came in, I kept my fucking Superfly Jimmy Snuka fucking toy behind the fucking bar. And
Damn,
he
dude.
signed it. He signed
Yeah,
it.
man. If you
signed
fucking
it.
walk
I'm
away
like
and
this,
come
like,
back
yes.
with a toy of him,
But it's funny, like his house just went for sale in
Oh, yeah.
fucking like it's like
surprised his daughter didn't
Waterford,
buy it.
Sean. Like you might know about this. It's like it went for sale for like $50,000. You could buy Superfly Jimmy Snuka's house. It needed a lot of work, and you had that shit, dude. Like this, like I don't know. if he
Superfly
helped-
Jimmy Snuka didn't
I
keep
don't-
up with the fucking.
I
You
mean,
can do the,
the
work,
upkeep.
But it's the spray of the,
that's our claim to fame here in Echo.
of the semen and the vagina.
If there was semen, it looks like he held the Royal Rumble in there.
Dude, the first thing I would say to Jimmy if I saw him, I'd be like,
Jacko Legend.
"Did you do it?"
Dude,
Remember-
Hodge-
you know, the murder
Hodge
thing?
used to tell
Like,
me
did
he
you
used
do
to
it?
cut
Oh,
his
yeah.
grass in the fucking Speedo because he was Hodge's neighbor.
Yeah,
and
I
he
knew
would
it.
In the
wear the
leopard
fucking leopard Speedo and cut
Shut
the
the
lawn.
fuck
I
up.
swear to God. I'm like,
Oh, the video camera would have been
Gotta
out
be, yeah, there's
immediately.
got to be footage of that
Exact.
somewhere.
seeing fucking the man from Unknown Islands fucking
Unknown
mowing
Islands.
the grass in Waterford.
You know what? You know what? Real like, cause I've seen him a bunch of times around here too. There's two things. Did you ever see the movie The Wrestler?
Yeah.
With Mickey Rourke.
Oh, great movie.
Great movie, and it really
I
like
love fucking what's her name? Fucking the chick from
fucking
Marissa
Tia
Tomei.
Leone.
Marissa Tomei.
Oh, she's so
oh,
funny.
Oh, is that
those
Marissa Tomei?
titties
Yeah.
come out. It's,
She was built.
it's,
She was
I've
bad
been
in that,
waiting
man.
for that since my cousin
That
Vinny.
bitch was bad as she fucking looked good.
You're like,
dude.
go back to the strip club.
I'm like this exactly.
Figure out your life at the strip club. Stop talking to the kid with the video games.
Lacey looked at me when we were
traction
watching.
in my
She's like,
fucking-
"What are you doing?" I'm like,
I'm waiting for Marissa Tomei to pull her titties out. What are you doing?
You know, like what I'm getting at is like, you know, that movie was so, you know, it really it depicted like, you know, like a wrestling career is your 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
You know, it really is. Like here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
And these guys, like, God bless them, you know, they I guess they get a taste of it and they want to keep it going. And then you see them like wrestling at like
Some
kids'
one-off
gymnasiums.
place,
Well,
doing-
no, that's
doing
what the whole
steroids in the
thing
kids'
with the
gym.
Andre the Giant thing was on HBO.
Yeah, it's a good
Is
one.
that he transcended wrestling? It was like sectioned out throughout the United States, and they took him and they made him
They carnivalized
the
it.
first superstar of wrestling.
Dude, they lady in the beard, lady with the beard.
The WWF
carnivalized him.
started in Allentown.
Yeah.
And
Allentown, PA, really?
yeah, it started
I
in
didn't know that.
Allentown, and Vince McMahon's dad was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, he had like the whole Northeast, and then his son was like, "There's like, I'm a dickhead. I'm going to take everything. I own a lot of money.
Actual quote.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm a
And, like,
dickhead.
fuck you, Dad. I'm buying this company. Fuck Andre the Giant's health. I'm making a lot of money." And he turned it into a national thing. Like cable came and was like, "I'm Vince McMahon," and you know, it's
Well,
like,
think about it too. Like you got to kind of like.
his wife works for the fucking goddamn Trump administration.
I want
I
to see
believe it.
like a celebrity death match.
But
with
like,
Vince
think about it.
McMahon.
Like, it makes you think. Like, I mean, you know, these entrepreneurs, like, you tell anyone, like, oh, I want to start a business. Oh yeah, what do you think about doing? Wrestling, like live wrestling of characters. You know, it'll be staged and this and that. Like, anyone will be like, oh, okay, Jeff. Yeah, good luck with that.
especially if you, like a spouse, babe, what do you want to invest the rest of our lives on? Babe, check this out.
Yeah,
Guy
I
on
wanna
guy,
see
sweaty
big,
action.
grown, sweaty,
Pour it into guys
oily
on guys.
men.
Chest on chest.
but it's like, but it makes you think. Like, did Vince McMahon come from money? Where like he had
No,
that
his
luxury
dad-
to.
No, his dad was
he's like,
owned a
chest on chest.
section of like it was sectionalized.
So the
Like,
McMahons,
there was, like, the
they were
South.
they were sitting on some dough.
Yeah, man, they were
Well, dude, he took it and like he went with it. He bought his dad out, and you're
Ruined it.
fired.
Right.
You're fired.
So,
Anyway,
but what I'm saying is like, it was an investment. Even if it failed, they come from money, and it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I think the early money is from Bueller earmuffs, but like a plantation or something.
what?
And then they salvage north.
How do you feel
What is-
about
what is black?
What the fuck is wrong
black?
with you?
That's what, I'm pretty sure that's where McMahon's came from. Like old school, back in the
They
day.
didn't come from plantations.
Let's wiki it.
Shall we? Are we going on the big screen on
Nah,
this?
we don't have it. I wish we did.
I love how so.
Plantations. He's talking about the plantations. Kevin is. There's 11.
Miller, how do you feel about
I
black
love how
plantations?
Sean's going full force with it. It's like his version of "What do you mean, you people?"
yeah, that's the best. What do you mean, you people?
I'm black Irish. I'm black
The
Irish.
surfer guy gets out of the water like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We shall overcome.
So, you know, speaking of that, you know, Bueller was telling me about a situation. What was it? Starbucks? What was
Oh yeah, some I think it was on the 12th. I think.
We're talking about what?
What's the
Racism?
day? Yeah, racism. Basically,
They
two
basically
guys-
profiled, like, was it two black dudes?
yeah, two black guys sitting
I
in
love
the Starbucks.
that you're like,
They go-
oh, Kev, since you're
They were
being
waiting
racist.
on since you were racist.
Now we're on the
let's,
topic of Kevin
let's
being
shine a
racist.
little light on that.
But
I'm a segment guy. I'm a segment guy.
So,
I'm,
go ahead.
I'm glad you brought up this topic with Starbucks and blacks.
So go ahead, Beals. So,
Well, yeah, I've never ever been to a Starbucks. So I
You
wouldn't
never
know
been to
anything.
Starbucks?
No, I wouldn't step foot in there. I don't wear Uggs.
I took
But-
my daughter. I
Anyway.
took my
I don't wear Uggs.
Yeah.
So statistically,
I don't wear Uggs. I'm good.
I took my daughter to a Billie Eilish concert with her girlfriend, and I'm like, I can't go to the bar and get wasted. I'm gonna go sit and grab a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that. Why fucking
I don't-
Starbucks?
yeah.
You're in the
Well,
city. You could have went anywhere.
Dude,
Anyway,
I couldn't
I
get
can't get
fucked
wasted,
up. I
so
couldn't
give me
get fucked
espresso
up. I'm
shots.
driving home.
Like, what
so
the fuck is that about?
I go into the Starbucks and I order my coffee. And I get bombarded by
Was it
an
challenging?
army
I
of,
heard it's challenging to
no,
order a
of
cup of
black.
coffee there.
I get bombarded by an army of black gay
Very challenging.
teens, and I'm not even kidding. And I'm like, so I have my coat on the table, my cell phone right there, and dude comes in. He's like,
Sean's like, oh, great, black people. They're going to
And I'm
steal
like,
my
this-
stuff.
no, I didn't say that. I was like looking at it. I'm like, this, all right, whatever's clever, dude. They come in and it was like, dude sits down on my coat, and I'm like,
They're like, hey, beach bum, is that your Volkswagen van parked outside?
Yeah.
Fucking double parked and shit.
I'm a professional boogie boarder.
Excuse me, sir. When's the last time you skimboarded across
But anyway,
the Delaware?
yeah, but going back, so Bueller, what was it? It was 2 or 3 black dudes go in, and they're just chilling, minding their own business, right?
Oh yeah, well,
Do
it was 2 guys went in and they were waiting on their friend to show up, and they actually didn't order anything, and I think it was the employee just called the cops on them.
Just for chilling.
Yeah, just for chilling.
Sounds like they
were
ordered
just
a
sitting there.
9911.
Sounds like they were too black to be in there.
Yeah, it got a little too dark in there when they walked in. So,
Dude, let me tell you something.
yeah.
On
Honey, that
15th
gentleman's
or
looking at my
17th of
Frappuccino.
Walnut, I got in there, and I'm like, dude, you're in my seat. And he was just like, let me see your seat. And I'm like, because my coat's right there.
He was a
And he's
gay.
just like,
He was a gay, sassy
I
black
didn't
dude.
know what to do with it. I'm from South Jersey. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
dude.
gentlemen, we have
Ladies and
Barefoot
gentlemen.
Brennan's younger, more intelligent, more successful brother.
We're all here.
Yes, that's right. Sean's brother can grow a beard, and Sean can't.
Do you even beard, bro? Do you even beard?
There.
What the fuck is this? Kevin's giving me some sort of fucking.
There's mushrooms in there.
Change your life.
That tastes like radioactive horse piss. Mixed with feces.
Girl, get that
Actually,
milk.
that's fucking banging. What is
Come here.
that?
Come on, sit down.
Here.
It's on my lap, right here.
What is this? What is this, Kev? What is this? What is this concoction you gave me, Kev?
It's an angel's titty milk.
Angel's titty milk.
That's a good name for that.
Angel's titty milk. I
Angel
like
titty
that.
milk.
Come sit in. Come sit in. Come sit in.
So,
Come feel the rage.
actually, Kev, go walk in there, in the living room down there. Grab a seat.
What do you
Kevin
just-
Brennan, Sean's
What do you
younger
just walk
brother.
around with pocket
My
milkshakes and shit?
younger-
What-
Yeah, he came in with a fucking, and it's fucking delicious.
And he
It's
kept
like-
it, he kept it
It's
like
got the
well.
perfect amount of
it didn't
cream
mix
and fucking
itself in.
Uh,
sugar in it.
He's
Wasn't
Well
too
done,
warm.
Kev. Well done.
He was like, does your son really have a peanut allergy? And I'm like, it's mild. I don't think you're going to have to run them to, like...
So
the
anyway,
register.
you're getting back. So
Get back to the race.
yo,
of
you
Starbucks
dropped your
people.
kids off. You got time to kill in the city, and you went to Starbucks. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You're in
I
Center
ended up-
City.
I
Like,
ended up going to Butcher and Singer, and I I sat there, but dude, I had another family's
went to
kid in the
Starbucks,
car.
dude.
I had another family's kid in the car. It wasn't just my kids. I would have
but
got
Sean, I'm not
wasted.
saying go get wasted. Go have a nice cocktail. Go fucking
I
sit in a
already
nice chill
went
spot.
to Good
Look at some
Dog.
hot chicks.
Why are you
There's
defending
hot
it,
chicks
man?
in
It's
Center City.
Starbucks.
I
Stop
already went
defending
to
them.
Good Dog, dude.
Going to Starbucks is like going to Applebee's. Nobody really.
Yeah, dude.
It's just a commercial that everybody watches.
Kevin,
see,
step in my office.
so-
You're fucking fired.
so-
Get the fuck out.
So just kind of to backtrack here. Yeah, Sean takes his young daughter and her friends to see a concert. What's Billy? What was it?
Billie Eilish.
Billie
And
Eilish?
The line was down the block and all the way through. And like,
Is he just like a solo singer-songwriter type of dude?
Yeah, dude, she looks like she could be David Bowie's daughter. Like, I mean, like she's like, and I was just like,
You had 3 hours to kill, and you went to Starbucks.
dude, I went to Butcher
Bum
and
bum
Singer.
ba bum.
Here's the thing, man.
Pump the brakes.
I heard
Pump
it
the
takes about an
brakes.
hour and a half to order your
Yeah,
coffee.
I
anyway,
agree
so.
with I agree with Bueller.
Buell's got your back on that one.
Boarded by a group of gay black teens, and I'm like this, like, and he's like, he was not getting out of my seat, and I'm like this, like, dude, I will throw you a fucking first down. Get out of my seat. And he's like, just like, and
That was your shit talk line.
he was like this, like he's looking at me like dead eyed, like this. And like the girl's like, with
For those of
him,
you
she's
listening,
like,
he did a weird stare.
she's like, you don't understand. He's crazy. And I'm like, this, like, yep.
So anyway, to
That
sum
may
things
be-
up,
Hold
Sean
on.
and Kevin are racist. Moving on.
No, I agree with Bueller because at Starbucks, like, he says how difficult it is to order something. Like, you're like, excuse me, sir, sir, and they turn around, they're like, it's barista. And you're like, I'm sorry. And then people behind you are like, come on, what do you want? What do you want? Hello, what do you want? And you're like, I'll take a large. They're like, venti. You're like, okay, I'll take a vanilla. They're like, macchiato. You're like, I don't know.
Well,
they
let
have
me-
like
is it-
32
are
letter
you-
names for their fucking coffee.
Kev, let me ask you this: Are you a Starbucks regular?
No, I'm a snob actually. Like I hate it.
Like I only went
Like
twice.
I would throw probably a Molotov through the window type guy.
Yeah, like I mean,
Really
I get it.
against
Like I only went like 2 or 3 times. The shit is banging, but it's like
It's expensive. It's
yeah.
overrated, and it's just
to
me,
have
it's
Starbucks
just
every day.
commercial.
That's
It's
just
too
got to be
commercial,
pricey.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. Coffee's coffee to me. Like
Yeah, I know.
you know, like
When
I
you
don't-
listen, man, you go to Amsterdam and all they got is coffee shops. You've had every kind of coffee.
oh yeah.
That's bullshit.
I mean, Amsterdam. I mean, coffee in a fucking joint.
And I'm talking
That's
about like
nice.
in some seedy spot that you didn't think would even be good. You just went in there because it's 4 in the morning and it's fucking amazing. And somebody does something with some little chopstick that makes some cool floral design on the top of your coffee, and you're like, thank you.
Yeah, what's that?
What the
When
fuck
did that
was-
trend start? The whole like.
It kind of came out with
Dude,
the
I see
hipster.
Marvel characters getting drawn in
I've
that.
seen some crazy good shit.
That's fucking pretty cool.
When they started having salt artists, I think is when that turned up.
I don't know, but yeah, let me ask you guys this, man. So me, Sean, Shendok over here, we're talking about. There's proper etiquette, all right? It's just the unspoken etiquette. We're talking about cheap motherfuckers, okay? All right? I mean, we don't have to drop names. We all have
But in case you don't know the definition of frugal,
we have friends. We all have friends that are fucking cheap.
You saying me?
So like, me and Sean, it's an unspoken thing. Like Sean will take care of me one night. We'll go out, fucking take care of me. It's great.
How good?
So
La Campagna.
he'll grab my drinks all night.
I can't afford it.
Not even a thing. Next time you go out, it's like, put your money away. I got it. It's just, that's what a real friendship should be.
It's what best friends do.
But so what we're saying, but some people, they just lack that, like, you do something for them and it just like goes right over their head. Like they don't even like, or they'll be like, oh dude, that drink I bought you was $6.75. You think I can get that back? Like,
You gonna phone a friend?
yeah, you want to phone a friend? Fucking phone a friend.
hey, does anybody have a calculator on their phone? I need to figure this out.
No,
please.
but
Are we going Dutch? Are we all going Dutch?
It's just like,
What the fuck does that mean, by the way?
I don't
We're
know,
all going
man.
Dutch.
I don't fucking know. That's what
going
they say.
Dutch. What is
The
that?
only
Is
thing I
that
know
like?
about going Dutch is Ed O'Neill.
Are people saying that now?
Yeah,
Going Dutch?
That's splitting the check evenly.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, when you go
saying.
Dutch. I don't know
Going
if that's
Dutch?
what that means. It's fucking weird. Who picks the
They
stuff
fucking
that
grow
means stuff?
tulips. Why the fuck are they splitting the tab? I don't understand that.
I don't know, but why's it got to be that saying
But
to represent
what I'm
that?
getting at is that, man, you get those fucking people, that, frugal motherfuckers. They just, they're penny pinchers, and the worst is when I was telling them, Kev, the people that have money, and then they front like they don't, and they're like, yo, can you buy me this? You buy me that? Buy me this? Like, motherfucker.
Those are the people that think in the back of their mind, okay, in real life I make less than you, so I'm going to just make you assume I don't have anything.
Not gonna spot you.
It's like,
My wallet's not a gym, bro.
it's just like, oh, I don't want to spend my own money, so I'll spend your money. Like that's fuck you, man.
It's like 10th grade gym class. I'm sorry, my mom bought me the spray deodorant, sir, not you.
I forget who. Well, I do. I'm not gonna drop a name, but anyway, he pulls this stunt all the time. We'll go out.
Who?
All right. He knows.
We all know.
I tried, people.
I swear, and he does this all the time. Either if we're going to a club, there's going to be a cover. All right. Always have. If you're in the city, always have some cash on you. I mean, fucking common sense.
For the hobos.
So he'll always be the guy like, oh, dude, I don't have cash on me. You spot me?
He
I'll
announces
get your
it.
first drink. And then, of course, he doesn't get your first drink.
And then you're like, dance for me, bitch.
Yo, real quick, dude. I hate to break it out to you, dude. Howard Stern, I never met you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, yes, Kevin.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wesley
Meet
Snipes.
Kevin.
Love you.
Oh, yeah.
I've always loved everything you guys
Kev,
ever
this
did.
is Background Reds.
Wesley, you got fat. Howard Stern,
Snipes.
you got broke.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, it should be an unspoken thing. You know what I mean? Like, where you have to, especially when you lend
Classic.
money and where you got to go fucking chasing someone down for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I personally, I hate owing people money.
You know how we operate. How we operate is like you said. Like if I go out one night, dude, like this, when you're with me, I pick up the check, and you like vice versa. Or Doug goes out. Doug always is like, I got the check.
Yeah.
I got the check.
He gets it.
And
But you recognize
funny,
that, like
it's funny, like this, like one of my best friends that shall remain nameless is having people over, and he has pizza at the house. Like he buys chips and water and soda, whatever.
Are they dollar store chips?
I have no idea.
So let me
Maybe.
ask you this: you want to keep these people as friends? What's the solution? Maybe one day taking them out to a bar,
No,
telling the bartender early, "Listen, tonight everything's on. I can't say his
We've already
name."
had this conversation. I've asked my cousin. I'm like, who is the cheapest person you know? And he was just like, that's tough. Person A is like, he drinks this thing and he will drink that, and it's like that. Person B, if it's PBR at the bar and it's 75 cents a glass, he's gonna go with that and go with the roll with the tide. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta kind of go with that one right there. And I try to sit there and he talks to me about.
So when he's trying to pick a beer, he's actually like
Basing
crunching
it
numbers
off
in his head.
He's crunching numbers.
Fuck, man.
And I'm like,
That's
this
not
is-
even based off of taste. That's just like, how do I save money tonight?
Right.
I would get that, but I mean that's $4.75, and this one's $3.75. So I guess I'll go with the $3.75 one.
Exactly.
Do you think he goes to Walmart like that?
I know he.
Now I wanted to buy.
His pack of Skittles for 99 cents.
No, I mean, like, I really.
are half off.
Let me tell you something.
Do you think he pushes his cart to the cart return after being a cheapskate?
Definitely not.
He better.
Fuck no, he doesn't.
Like, if you're that big of an asshole, like when you go to the bar with your buddy, how do you really think that guy on his own just is like, I'm just gonna push my cart back?
I'll tell you who does that. You remember Car 4 when you had to put your quarter in to get your quarter back? That fucking guy.
You go back to car 4.
I'm getting that quarter
I
back.
mean, like, no, he's not an asshole, dude. Like, he's not an asshole. Like, the word is fickle. And we just
I thought it was
come
frugal.
down. It's fickle. We have two.
Fickle, frugal, tomato,
we
tomato.
have,
The whole
we have two different
I
ideologies
got bird flu in here.
on finance. And he's just like, Sean. Fipple! Not Fimple.
It's fickle, motherfucker.
Fipple. Are you guys talking about Fipples? Yeah, I got a Fipple. I got a Fipple on my back.
It's Fimple, but it's simple.
Look, man, what I'm saying is, it's not. It's
Ladies
not
and
that
gentlemen, give it up for the Brennan brothers.
they're not. It's not necessarily they're bad people. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they're not. They're
although
not.
the
they're
one dude
not
I know.
bad
I mean, he's a
people.
self-absorbed
They're
cocksucker.
They're not bad people.
but no.
But I think there's something mentally wrong.
It's like if you know what it's like. It's like if you were to like throw a party at your house and tell people that they have to spend money for the supplies that you're for the party you're throwing.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like that.
Kinda.
Exactly.
Right. Like I've had a friend that did that
Oh
before.
God. Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm not coming.
Just one of them people don't get mad, get even.
Well, it's like, yeah, I can't even. Yes, like do something like, just like borderline, like something that like will annoy him, like steal his TV remote.
Throw a party the same week.
Just like
Throw the party
inconvenience
same
him.
week and just charge half price of what
Take
that
his,
kid was
take
asking.
all his fucking TV
So
remotes
you're
in the
half
house
that dick.
and smash them.
But you're
Smash
still
all his
like,
TV
getting
remotes.
over on
You're
it.
not that full dick. You're
Yeah,
just
not
a
that
half
full
dick.
You're not that frugal because you're taking $5 back from the bartender and you're giving back 2, not 3, 2. You're staying on your side of 50%.
I mean, like, look, dude, he's one of my best friends, and I'm like, I say to him all the time, I'm like, this, like, yo, dude, and we talk about etiquette and spending money. I'm like, dude, you
What do you guys
got in this
get together
whole
for
thing.
My Fair Ladies lessons?
It's like we got in this whole thing
Can you
about
carry this
Sicilian
and balance it
pizza.
on your head?
If you have someone coming to your house and you invite people over to watch a game,
Right.
you
That's
have
what
to
I'm
say,
talking
like,
about. If you
right,
throw a game
okay.
party and someone asks you for
That's
money before
it.
you get
The
there,
check is on you.
So I'm sorry. The last time,
Check is on
the
you.
last
You don't
time
ask
I
your guests for fucking. Hey man, look, dude, I spent like $65 on like snacks and soda. You can throw me like a 10. I'd be like,
Yeah, my man.
No.
Urban Filet don't
I
sell
would
for
say his favorite saying is, "Go pound sand."
go,
Like,
pound, go kick fucking rocks.
Go pound
Dude,
sand.
I don't even care if I got. Listen,
Go kick rocks.
I'm probably gonna have to edit this
you.
part out, right?
I love
right?
that.
I mean,
But,
it's kind of getting
like,
it's
we
teetering,
get
Sean.
into these things about etiquette.
Sean, you're
And he's like,
teetering.
what is your theory of etiquette? I'm like, this, like, dude, if you go to a wedding. A wedding
say it.
in the card, it's $250 in the card. He's like, Are you out of your
getting so
fucking
close to
mind?
just
I'm like,
saying
it's
it.
like, dude, it's an open bar. You know what I mean? And you're eating. You pay for your meal, and it basically comes out to like $100 a head, and you're giving them $50.
Right. Yeah, they put a lot of money out for the ceremony and shit like that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And they're getting their lives started. It's
right.
You throw them at least $200.
At that point, do you think they're gonna retire before all this? Being cheap? Or
I don't
they
know.
just-
You had a wedding.
savings.
You had a wedding where people actually.
Yeah. I got married, dude, and I got like $5 in a card. Like,
Nuh-uh.
that's cool, bro.
Shut up.
You're fucking with me.
Oh man, you go right to the bottom of the friends
No,
list.
you
I'll
got
tell you
you got
this,
$5 in a card.
I was the best man, and I was.
You're
like,
bullshit.
I would
was
just hope that
drunk
one
as shit,
person in that
giving
couple
your
was a drug
bachelor
addict and they
fucking,
snuck it back out.
your groomsman was best man.
Kevin, you're fucking full of shit.
Not, dude.
That's tough.
Once we stop recording, I want to know who the fuck put $5 in a wedding card.
I can't put no names out.
Because that is just disrespect, man. Like, what the?
I mean, to back Sean up, I have problems even paying fucking covers to get in bars. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, dude, you know how many places are serving where I don't have to pay to get in your
Bullshit.
fucking door?
Bullshit.
Like, man,
I
fuck
will
anything.
pay a fucking cover every time.
But at least there's the entertainment factor of thanks for all the TVs
If it's
and all
somewhere I
the food
wanna
that's in
go-
the back that you're cooking.
If I'm getting charged $5.75 for a Miller Lite, I will pay that fucking $10 to walk in the door.
Yeah,
But
man,
for
it's
a-
my
but for
brother's
a house
wedding,
party?
He should fucking pay me.
But if it's a house party, man,
Yeah, but it's like, now, like, I can
he
see.
really means it.
I can see, like, if you're throwing a party and maybe, like, you hired a DJ or got, like, live entertainment, like a band. You know, it's like,
Right.
you know, like,
Support
throw
the
in
cause. Yeah.
to pay the band. You know what I mean?
I don't know,
Like,
man.
Lame Brains 80s party.
We'll get to that. We'll
Last
get to
time,
that.
last time I did that shit is probably Matt Fatag throwing parties in high school when he's charging $5 to hit the keg, and you know we all know how that turned
oh,
out.
fuck him. Anyway,
No,
just
I'll
but
probably
yo,
cut
to
that
sum
out.
it
I'll
up,
cut that
listen.
out.
But listen,
I'm sorry.
if you see somebody and they cover you, like, I got you. Put your money away. You don't forget that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, some people do. That's what's fucked up. Like,
Said person thought we were
If you-
absolutely out of our fucking minds that you and I take your check or Doug takes our check and like this like we get the next check.
yeah.
And they're like this like, no, we split it and everything. I'm like this like, dude, no, it's
Sean, this deep
Sean,
into
real
the
quick, that's
description
called
of this
paying it
dude.
forward.
Yeah, I feel like this
Oh,
comes down like you're
good
very. He's,
call.
you
called
planted
paying-
so many seeds
it's
of
called
detail
paying
that
forward.
like even a regular Sherlock Holmes can figure out. I mean, if said person listens at all to this shit, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the dumbest Sherlock Holmes can
Dude,
figure this
it
shit
will
out.
not. Dude, I'm done.
One day at work.
No,
Dink.
it won't break him.
Pink.
It won't break
so-
him.
Sean,
That's all I'm saying. You know, it's just like, you know, some people they
good luck buying
they
lunch
just
today.
they don't notice that. They don't notice, like, dude, if you picked up my fucking tab, guess what? That gets stored up here,
I
and you will
know.
get taken care of
Yeah,
next
that's
time
like
we're
that
out.
movie Cliffhanger, dude. You pick up my tab, dude.
Terrible example, but anyway, listen.
What do you mean?
So,
It was Spank Bank,
so
right? It
it's
was
a great
Spank Bank.
Break time? I mean, it was like 30 minutes straight.
So obviously this, you know, I mean, I don't want to go too deep in this one. You know, fucking gun control. Who owns a gun here?
I do not.
I own plenty of guns.
I own like 15.
And I'm all
Do you
for
really?
gun control. Yeah, yeah.
His beard says he owns
You're-
about 13.
Shendok, you're a gun owner, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What are you packing? What do you got?
I got all kinds of shit that I don't know what it does.
If you were to go into a school and shoot it up, what would
Great,
you
you
take?
sound like the perfect guy to own a gun.
I don't know what it does. I just know the sound it makes when it kills a man.
Right?
I think you need to know who has what and why they have it.
What do you mean?
Say that again, Shendok.
What I mean is, everybody should be vetted out. If you have a fucking psychological problem, maybe you shouldn't have a fucking gun.
True.
Right?
Well, if you have a drug problem,
if
maybe you shouldn't
don't,
have
then
welfare.
Take it. But if you don't,
Well, that's coming into the
Yeah,
fold.
like again,
That's a seed
it's
plant for next week.
and the thing is, it's like it's common sense. Like, you know, you can kill somebody with anything.
Right.
A car, a fucking dish rag, you know, a baseball bat. It's people that kill
Well,
people.
no.
Oh, he's like,
Jeff,
he got all
Jeff,
America
what
t-shirt
they're
on us.
doing-
America!
What they're doing-
Guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Jeff, what they're
Don't
doing
tread on
in
me.
London is they're actually they're trying to ban kitchen knives.
Right.
Because
You were telling me about
there's
that.
crazy Muslims that aren't going and owning, like, trying to grab guns. They're grabbing kitchen knives.
But
and stabbing
it's the person.
shit
It's the
out of
fucking
people.
person.
Next week on Lame Brains,
It's the person.
the French destroy
You know?
wine openers.
Like I was saying, you could use your car and you could use it in a destructive way and kill people. Or you could just drive
Or
where
just
you need
drive
to
it.
go. You know, like
So you can shoot a can or you can shoot a man.
So if you have a car, and maybe you should be looked at, like maybe everybody shouldn't have a car. If you have a fucking psychological problem,
Or as soon as
a
you turn
background
71.
of a horrible
Of mental illness
yeah,
or
mental
shit.
illness or your own psychotropic drugs.
Out
maybe
of
you
all,
shouldn't have
out
a
of all
fucking
my
car.
guns,
Maybe
I
you
love
should have a
my
gun.
shotgun.
Yeah. Maybe you should
Doesn't
be vetted
matter
out a little bit.
whether it's somebody
Orders.
robbing my house or whether it's a bird flying over a lake or a deer running across the woods. They're all gonna die one way or another. You know,
I'm reaching for my
I'm
shotgun.
not, it's a shotgun. You know, I don't need an assault rifle. I don't need a handgun. It's just me.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
my choice of weapon.
I mean, go ahead.
some people, a lot of people, you know, get into the sport of shooting.
Right.
That's fine. You can't judge everybody on the fact of that one psycho.
Exactly.
You know, that's like one person driving drunk and kills an innocent
Exactly.
family.
It's the-
you
it's
don't,
the
you don't
person.
Blame, you don't blame the car maker for driving the freaking Ford.
Let's ban
Yeah, you
fucking
don't.
Ford. They're
know?
killing too many people. You know what I mean? Like Ford's the problem. Yeah. So it's you know, it's ridiculous.
If that was the case, everything would have a regulation.
But like he was saying, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I believe this. I believe the average blue collar person, you don't need a semi-automatic weapon. You know what I mean? You don't need a fucking AK-47.
Really cool,
You know what I mean? Like, I believe you should be protected, have a handgun or a rifle, you know, but you don't need a fucking Rambo gun, dude. With fucking
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, just real quick.
Jeff, let me tell you something. When you shoot with that gun,
Oh, I know.
the
It's like having two dicks, dude.
I
I
know
know.
the piss in the wind is really fucking like a bad thing, but when you piss when the wind's blowing against your dick, dude, like to the side, and it just goes like
It's nice.
it's really
badass. What were you gonna say,
fucking
Bueller?
cool.
Well, no, I mean, I don't really have like too strong of an opinion on it, but like, as far as like, if you were to say something like, as far as if somebody got killed by a car, like you wouldn't like ban cars or whatever like that, but like cars weren't like made to destroy something. Like a gun
Not made to
is
kill.
made, yeah,
Guns
gun,
are made to kill.
Yeah,
Right.
A gun is made to destroy something.
Specific
That's
guns that were made
yeah.
for
True.
specific reasons to kill.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but again, you know, it's all about the person.
It's about that person's specific feelings for what they feel in that moment. Like at the end of the day, like for example, like if you were to shoot up your high school, what gun would you grab?
You know what it all boils down to? Nobody raises their kid to get your ass whooped anymore, dude. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
I was always raised by older people. My brother's 7 years older than me, sitting right here. I've gotten my ass beat my whole life.
He looks like he's doing well.
You know, I don't. Yeah, look at my nose right there. That's my beak screwed up right now, dude. That's a wrestling match that happened last Sunday. You know, sometimes you get your ass kicked.
That's
You gotta
it.
learn how to pick yourself back up.
That's
You don't
it.
grab a
Look that
gun.
man in the
You-
face and
yeah.
say thank you.
Yeah.
Sean was a rainbow belt in karate.
I just got my fucking rainbow belt.
You just gotta make it right.
That's a
dude.
skit right there.
You don't grab a gun. Just make
Yeah,
it right.
exactly. I believe that's what he's saying is true. Like they don't raise kids to like fight.
Well,
out
everyone's a
anymore. It's
fucking
like
softie
yeah,
anymore,
everybody's
dude.
gotta go
Like
grab a gun.
you know, and it brings
Snowflakes,
me
yeah.
to the next topic. Like The Simpsons. There's fucking people protesting against the character Apu because they say it portrays him as like, you know,
Dude, I would love to try one of them squishes.
as an Indian, like just like they're making fun of Indian culture.
Dude,
Apu's been around fucking.
In 28 years.
There hasn't been a
He's
problem
Hank
until now.
Azaria.
Like
He's Hank Azaria, who is a comedic genius. He's a comedic genius.
He's the man.
And now it's like when you want to get
All
Apu
sort of
kicked
Harvey
off The
Weinstein, man.
Simpsons, it's a bridge too far. That's where the straw has broke the camel's back. I am not down with that, dude. Like,
Don't
this,
touch
like,
my Simpsons.
You really have fucked up.
But that just
and-
goes to show
Culture.
you
You're
that's a
touching
perfect
culture.
example of how some of these people think, dude. Like That's what you're worrying about? You're making a fucking
You know
a
what?
campaign about a poo,
You
a
know-
character from The Simpsons
you know
that's been
what?
around that.
That's if I'm
Don't
the
be a
fucking-
pussy. If you're offended
I'm
by a
Matt
poo,
Groening,
you're a
if-
pussy.
Stop
If
watching The
I'm Matt
Simpsons.
Groening, I'm like, you gotta go pound sand. Fuck you, dude. Like this, like I'm not fucking with the product. And they get so just like, oh, guess what? I don't know. Yeah, that's just like, but Mr. Homer, you don't understand. Like just like I watch The Simpsons with my children 5 nights out of the week, and I watch The Simpsons marathon. I do. Like this, like,
I feel like Hank based that off of his experience through life. I can agree. Like, I can sit there and I feel like I could back up Hank's area because I know that my personal experience, every 7-Eleven I walk in, there's no white guy like, hi, how are you? Would you like a Slurpee? No.
Yeah,
it's always
Woody
some
from
dude
Cheers
named
does not
fucking
fucking
Ibababa
give you a
dude.
goddamn Slurpee.
Right. It's some dude named fucking Jidbad, and he's fucking.
It's just,
he's telling me, no, wrong.
What was his name again?
Jidbad.
Jidbad?
Jidbad. It's a good Slurpee, though.
It's a good Slurpee.
But like, like I was saying, if a character from The Simpsons is
No squeezing the juice.
is really
open for scrutinization,
is really making you feel some
This is
type
our
of
life.
way, like you're a pussy.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's not.
you need
you're
to
a
get
pussy.
fucking.
It's not you're a pussy. Either there is a fucking mutiny of gas station workers and convenience store workers that are writing Fox, saying, "Hey,
We do not like the way that you are representing our people. For some reason, you always make us sound like this. Quote, what are you doing to my store? And end quote. I don't know why you make us sound like that. We do not sound like that. Sincerely, if you come down to my store next Tuesday, we have a special on $2.19 on regular gas, and you can get cigarettes of the port variety for $5.49 plus tax.
Again, Kevin is racist.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note,
Again,
we're gonna take a break.
again, how do you
Kevin's
feel about
racist.
How you feel about black? Black and mild, a little
Oh,
bit
we're
of
gonna
Hess.
have a new shirt, first line of product on our swag. It's gonna be black letters, white T-shirt. How do you feel about black?
how do you feel about black?"
Bold black letters.
I'm telling you, I
We
really
need to
think
get
you have a
outro
shirt.
music for our bits.
We actually we designed a shirt called
Horse racist.
Horse Racist. Okay, it's a fucking. What was on the shirt again? Just a jockey on
It's a jockey. It's a horse ride to jockey.
but it says
Horse racist.
Horse Racist. I
You'll
don't know.
get-
Had to
you'll
be
get
there.
it. One day, yeah, you had to be there.
You
Anyway.
gotta go back to the drawing board.
You got to go back to Lame Brains episode 1. where
Episode 1.
People thought that
Check
this
out
was
episode
easy.
1 on SoundCloud and on YouTube. But yeah, what else? Was there another show that people were like fucking like outraging about? Like that was something ridiculous.
We're talking about Roseanne, but who the fuck cares? We're talking about The Simpsons, dude.
Yeah.
The Simpsons is the most fundamental show. It shaped a generation. And you know what?
Yeah,
No
leave it
one
alone.
cares.
Yeah.
No one
Roseanne's
leave it
not
alone.
racist.
Like,
They-
what's next? I mean, like, if you look at South Park goes
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
way over
Like
the
Family
top
Guy
of
and South
shit.
Park should be at the
Great
top of that
example.
And
list.
now you're attacking
The
Apu
Simpsons.
Nahasapita Pedalon. Are you serious? Are you fucking
Oh, Sean knows The
serious?
Simpsons.
I know my Simpsons. I've created a drinking game
Right now,
about
you
the
dress like the
Simpsons.
bus driver, so.
Yeah, you look like a Simpsons character.
Like, whoa, Bart.
Yeah, you look like Otto, dude.
Like, whoa, Bart, dude. I dropped.
Hold on, I talk amongst yourselves. I got something to complete that outfit.
Dude,
Be right back.
Before you know it, dude, they're gonna attack Al Bundy, dude. He's just been great ever since.
You know what it is? It's just whatever's popular. Because if you know, it was still popular to be talking about pro-abortion or pro-life and all that bullshit, then you'd probably see a ban on Family Guy.
Jeff
It's the
Brown
prom
beer.
night dumpster baby. You know what I'm saying? And they would focus on that, and that would be getting all banned for that bit.
You
But
know
it all depends on what's popular, and then where they can pull cultural
Kevin,
topics into make that support that
and
like
Shindock,
problem.
I'm sure
Shindock.
you have it. Like, dude, like
Sitting in the corner, Shindock.
It's gone too long. It's gone too long. The line
Prom
has to be
night
drawn.
dumpster baby.
A prom night dumpster gal.
Thank you.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yo, you
So
know,
I was saying when you stepped
This
out,
is
like
the greatest gift you ever give me. You know my affinity to
Jeff,
wigs.
if it was popular right now for abort, like the conversation of media was pro-abortion, pro-life, all that, then the prom night dumpster skit would probably be just as much under scrutiny as racism, which is why they're dragging a
I
poo
feel
on
like Nikki Thomas' son in the fucking.
God, dude, you need to grow your hair out and just fucking
I did
wear
it
that outfit.
already, dude.
Just be in. He did. My dad wanted to check him out.
You look like me 7 years ago.
Yeah, you look like shit.
You look like me.
Right.
You look like me last weekend.
So
Really? You had your hair that long?
Loose and weak.
you were saying dumpster baby. That was from Family Guy, right?
Yeah, but I was saying it would be just as much scrutiny if the media topic right now was abortion.
You know what pissed me off about that? Like,
You know what really grind
like,
my gears?
You know what really grind my fucking gears on that one? Is that I wrote a skit, didn't finish it, but, you know, Dumpster Boy.
I grind his gears for knowing the bit and not being like, oh.
I swear to God, I knew nothing about Family. I don't watch Family Guy, blah, blah, blah. And then I see they had something called Dumpster Baby.
Disclaimer.
I'm like, motherfucker. I thought I was being original and
He writes
fucking
this
cool.
whole bit. And
Back
I know
to
all
the
the
drawing
that
board,
fucking
Jeffrey.
dumpster life.
Back to the
Jeff
drawing
sends me a video like, yo, did you ever see this? And I was like, yeah. It's like
Well, how come you didn't tell me?
I'm
You're
sorry,
a
man.
fucking horrible,
Dude, it's like-
horrible showrunner.
It's just like that movie, the two guys fall in love, whatever, and they're like trying to come up with that porn site, and he's like, "Yo, did you hear about Mr. Skin?" They're like, "Yeah, we knew all about that." And they're like, "Well, why the fuck did you tell us? We've been making the same website for 10 years."
Yeah.
It's, the movie's called Knocked
Brokeback
Off.
Mountain.
I'm sorry. Yo, I'm taking a break on the fact that I'm sweating.
You are not
And,
rocking that wig right
You
now.
grab the seat if you want, Kev. Kevin's gonna be filled in with
Bueller
Kevin.
showed me how to fucking rock a
I
weave.
can't show you. I don't know how to.
All right. On that note, Kevin's sweaty because he's overweight. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a minute. LameBrainsTV, we're back. This is installment 6. My name is Jeff Wharton. I got Kevin Fox to the right of me.
Small baby, tiny little composition book.
I got volleyball barefoot Brendan to the north of me.
I love you, dude.
Yep.
I know a lot about land and run. Black about a little bit of Hennessy.
What's good?
Bueller.
Are we gonna spring for fucking headphones for him, dude? Eventually.
He forgot his headphones. And of course, background reds.
But when he does have them, they're the best.
I love you, Lake Effect.
How do you even know it's him? You never know it's him. We
You
can just
never
say
know.
it's him, and really we just have someone else filling in.
You
Yeah,
are the fucking glue that holds us together.
It was weird. The last filming,
You did so well.
you weren't here. You weren't here, and we had
We had
two strangers.
Professional crew, they actually sought us out. They were like, "Oh, we heard so much about you, and God, we just not only did we want your autograph, we wanted a chance to shoot an episode." And we were like, "I don't know, man. Red's on a heavy payroll, so
I gotta
it
say,
took a lot of
dude,
convincing."
My
But
brother did say that. He's like, the one thing I gotta say is that fucking out of you and Jeff, I've known you guys forever, and like, he's like, Kevin is really like the Howard Stern out of the both of you. He's like, he keeps you both in line.
well, I mean, I gotta really kick it off to Jeff and say that when I see a lot of what goes on in pre-production, and really the hardest part is keeping everything grounded during exact production. And if it's live, which we don't do, but when even in taping, you got to keep it smooth. Otherwise, it's gonna be hours. And he's got so much going on. If you don't have somebody steering the boat while he's navigating,
Yeah, we'll just
you know
drift
what I mean?
off to sea on
We'll
like
just be
one
fucking
topic,
lost.
and yeah,
trying to keep each other on float and like trying to keep everybody on the same
So
topic,
it's like a-
reminding them what the topic is. It's
like
a
a
bounce
clitoris.
back.
It's
That's
like
why
a
I don't think of it like.
clitoris.
See, that's
You
the
look
thing.
confused through the
man in the
glasses.
little
How the hell do you look
He's right
confused
here.
through shades?
Well, I was gonna say that's why I don't kind of see us like Howard Stern, because that's one man.
It's the clitoris.
where
The clitoris.
we're kind of more like a duo.
Man in the little boat. He's right here.
I just feel like we're one of the. It's like we're never good cop, bad cop. It's kind of like just asshole personality and just a shittier person that backs them up.
that's it.
You know
Hey
what I mean?
man, we're just dudes shooting the shit. But you know, what? Even just shooting the shit, you gotta have someone steering the boat, like a
Yeah.
clitoris.
Yeah, and speaking of steering the boat in a clitoris, we're gonna start off our first segment today, or our first segment of the second segment, our first segment of the second chapter.
First segment of the second segment.
First segment of the second segment on 107.9. I fucked her gay is the title. And
fucked her
we're
gay.
of course, who's gonna start it off better than Sean Barefoot Brennan?
Fucked her gay. I mean, just listen to those words. But
Fucked
what are your
her
thoughts
gay.
on that?
So Jeff and I have always had this, like, you know, like whole thing, like, you know, where we go back and forth like this. Like, I have had sexual congress with a woman and I fucked her gay. I had one where I was trying to break up with this chick because I said, I'm young, I'm getting into bartending, I want to do this, that, and the other. I want to
start a band.
I want to have assholes and belly buttons everywhere. And I'm like, she was like, no. No. And I'm like, she sat at my work.
Wait, how did it go again? So hot, man.
And I'm like, this, like,
Coin
you know
never
what?
dropped.
Here's the fucking sad thing. Like, I mean, really, I would marry this girl today. Like, she is an amazing
By the sounds
woman.
of her, I'd marry her too.
She's an amazing woman, dude. Like, she really is. She's fucking beautiful, dude. Like, she's got all that shit. But I'm like, I'm like, there'll be more to come. There'll be more to come. And
Literally.
I was like,
there'll be more rape victims that come screaming no.
come.
Hashtag no mean jest.
I worked as a bartender since I was like 18, and I tried breaking up with her. She was like, she stayed at my bar, like sat there like almost like Maggie Gylenhals in The Secretary, and just like peeing. And I'm
Nobody's seen that movie. Check it out.
No, it's great.
It's
dude.
what made 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
fucking dude. Really, dude. Like.
Nobody even knew about Secretary, and the guy probably wrote the book based off the movie he saw.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Wait, was Maggie Gyllenhaal like one of the main
No,
actors?
the
She was such a
Secretary
slut.
it's not James Woods.
'Cause I
it's,
can't stand
James
Maggie
Spader.
James Spader, yep.
It's
yep.
James Spader,
Fucking
dude.
weird
Like
lips.
it was like, dude,
Here,
it was
Red, put this wig on and glasses. Act it out.
It was 50 Shades of Grey before 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
And Maggie
50 Shades of Grey
Gyllenhaal, dude,
fans.
and I gotta give Maggie Gyllenhaal the fucking like Jigglers of the year. If you ever
She got
watch her
50
get,
Shades of Stroke, right?
yeah, dude.
Good movie.
If you ever watch her get railed
Are
in
you
the
serious?
fucking
Are you guys
douche, she's got great rail
Legs.
titties.
Oh, okay.
I've seen her
Like,
titties in a movie. And
Great
Yeah, but
rail titties.
the way her titties take sex over a desk is top 5.
Yeah, it's
So wait, there's a good scene.
absolutely.
There's a good detailed scene where she gets
So-
fucking
Yeah,
Right.
where you
plowed
could
out.
where you could subcategorize the scene
We're
as
jumping off
how
a-
titties
we're
take
jumping off
a
tangent.
fucking over a bent desk.
I'm making a
You
note
can
right now
literally
to jerk off to.
subcategorize it.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, dude, look, Pornhub. Thank you.
Yeah, it's,
No, like I was.
you're narrowing
trying
it down there, but
to-
yeah, it's.
I was
it could
like,
be a
just like,
subtitle.
I was just.
Hold on,
trying-
wait 1 second. Siri, remind me to jerk off to Maggie Gyllenhaal later. Thanks, Siri.
Fuck you, Clarice. I'm glad you opened the door. I'm having an old friend over for dinner. Fuck you, Clarice. Yes, you, Agent Starling. It's time to go.